是的 Q。
大概要去买3。太多碗，真买得下碗。
那什么叫我的手机？
有别人讲的吗？
手机在录东西哦。
屏幕在录东西，然后我怕传一些东西，它这个 LINE 会跳出个通知。
这个好吗？给你。
好啊好啊。
好。
好啊，等一下。到了 LINE 跳出，噔，有一个新通知。
要多久？
应该在2分钟吧。还是你要跟爸比？送贴。
要送给我啊？对啊。送给最挺多。好啊，好玩的吗？那个基督教那个上帝的。
income has increased, the study found. So again, when it comes to broadcasting how humanitarian and charitable they are, leftists have no competition. But when it comes to actually giving money, they go completely AWOL, because why part with actual cash when it's so much cheaper to just signal that virtue? And anyway, you can still purchase these poverty is sexist sweatshirts for the bargain price of $380. I mean, they're so obsessed with virtue signaling, it's not enough anymore to just do it themselves. Now they're using their own children as woke human shields.
My daughter started crying at the dentist's office because the dentist is a boy. And the dentist said, sorry, there are no girl dentists at this office. And my daughter looked at me and said, why did we come here?
Things that didn't happen, part 654,739. But there's nothing funnier than when virtue signaling goes wrong.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump? Oh, that's...
But now that virtue signaling is so ingrained in leftist mob culture, giant transnational corporations are using it as a PR stunt to get free advertising. Heineken celebrates open borders. Pepsi panders to the resistance. Of course, it's all just a crude marketing ploy to stand out from the competition and sell more things. But who said that virtue signaling had to be about authenticity? When the international multi-billion-dollar company slaps a rainbow on their sweatshop-made goods, soy paste! Virtue signaling is also used to distract from the very behaviour it claims to condemn. Eric Schneiderman was just one of many prominent Me Too advocates to lead the charge against the sexual abuse of women while sexually abusing women. If someone can't shut up about how much they care about women's equality, watch out, because they're probably compensating for something.
How can a man so publicly committed to feminism beat women? It just doesn't make sense. But of course it makes perfect sense. Self-righteousness is always a marker for secret creepiness. The people yelling the loudest are usually hiding the most. Hypocrisy isn't just a feature of modern liberalism, it's the heart of modern liberalism.
Virtue signaling is making everything uglier. A gallery in the UK replaced this painting with this monstrosity to virtue signal. The majority of modern art is objectively terrible because virtue signaling is more important than actual talent. Instead of enjoying toned beach bodies, we're subjected to obese land whales. Virtue signaling is making us less safe. Female firefighters are being given jobs despite failing fitness tests. GCHQ, whose primary job is to spy on terrorists, is busy on Twitter celebrating Trans Week. But while the left seems preoccupied with virtue signaling more than ever, ordinary Americans are not impressed. Ratings for award ceremonies, which have become little more than cliched platitude-spewing circle jerks, are lower than ever. After embracing virtue signaling as a core company ethos, the NFL is hemorrhaging respectability and audience figures. Eminem based an entire album on virtue signaling and only succeeded in committing career suicide. Here's the truth about virtue signaling. It doesn't require doing anything virtuous. It takes no effort or sacrifice at all. Virtue signaling is a substitute for thinking. It's mindless groupthink amplified by the contrived fury of mob outrage. This is why narcissistic, self-loathing losers adopt left-wing politics. It's the only way that they can feel good about themselves. It's a mechanism for self-satisfied twats to pretend they're better than everyone else.
Am I saying that I'm better than you? I guess I'm going a little further than you are. Yeah, I'm fucking better than you. Okay? Much better than you.
Virtue signaling is inherently self-serving and selfish. The purpose of virtue signaling is to assuage guilt and gain unearned social brownie points. The purpose of virtue signaling is to incentivize others